Hello, my name is Bianco. In this video I will talk about the sofirn if22a flashlight. The item comes in the typical sofirn box. They don't spend much on the box, which is pretty okay because most of the people don't keep the boxes anyways. I apologize for the background noise. For whatever reason today the birds are out like crazy. But that is if you live in the middle of a mountain forest, I guess. So we have a bit of padding, and the item of course comes in a nice padded bag. We have tubing, for 18650 batteries, so you can use smaller batteries without rattle. Then of course we have the readme. As usually you first need to remove the part here from the battery so that the item actually works. We have a lanyard, typical affair as usual, this time in a black color, plus we have 2 spare o-rings. Always nice to have the spare o-rings, and then the charging cable, in this case USB with a USB-C port, so really nice. And of course the manual, we're gonna quick look at that too. It's not much, so the manual from sofirn is always really nice because they put it in different languages. We have even Deutsch, but of course in this video we're gonna only look at the English version. We see the different modes. We see the battery, the 21700 battery, and you can use that flashlight also as a power bank, and that's what we're gonna look at it. Now the flashlight looks a bit stubby, I would say. The body is thicker than the 1-inch usual 18650 or CR123. That is because we use a bigger battery. On the top end we have also a rather stubby head. In the past most heads for throwing flashlights, and this one is a thrower, were bigger than that and more, yeah, it just looks stubby, but I like it. And after I did test it, I even love it because the output is great. So we see the head has quite a reflector in it. In this case we have not that much of a metal, but we have a plastic reflector in it, so like a lens to bundle up the energy that comes from the LED and all that. So really nice done. I think that is the future, because if I look at some of my other flashlights that have way bigger head with just a reflector, a metal reflector in it, we can make those parts way smaller now and reach quite a throw, and that is great. We have the usual push button here on the side of the body to put it on. We have the engraving that the plus of the battery, the plus pole needs to go in. The clip as it comes out of the box is not on the flashlight, that comes in the box as well, so I just put it on because I always use a clip. We have a two-way affair here. We have the regular part here and we have the top part on there, and we have a lanyard hole as well. That is really interesting for me because I'm gonna put on orange piece of paracord, and usually the paracord I put up here, and using that hole there to secure it in the top upper part of the clip. It's going to be really nice. Then some more laser engraving, and here on the opposite side of the push button we have the charging port, you simply go under it and lift it up. It's that typical affair made out of a rubber holding into the flashlight there by one leg there. So you can plug it in, either for use it as a power bank or for charge the battery, both ways. The cable is included that I did show, and then you just basically press it back in so that it is flush. The flashlight, of course, with such a design is not for diving, but for sure it can get a bit wet in the rain, that it won't damage it. And then we have the end cap. We have a hole there for a lanyard as well. The body is knurled, the top part is knurled, but the rest is rather smooth. No button on the back end there. We have a flat end, so we can tail stand it as well if you want that. So you don't, by many flashlights you can only put it on the head, but this one can tail stand as well. As we take it apart, we see the nice quality of the threads, solid threads with the O-ring. The wire is gold plated there, really nice. We have the battery. Now you can, as best as I see, you can order the flashlight with or without battery. This is a 21700 with 5000 milliampere directly from Sofirn. The battery is rather flat on top. We see it's not sticking out inside, and we gonna look at that as we take the body away. We see the button is in the flashlight there, so we can reach the battery. So there is sometimes a bit of difficulty. You need to look which battery fits for your flashlight, if it's flat, or if it's flat like this one, or if it's protruded around here that you have a bit standing up on it. But yeah, all in all, the build quality really nice, looks good. Anodizing, the hard anodizing is nicely done too. Then you simply, as the laser engraving says, the plus is in front, goes in, and then you screw the cap on. Now the camera may see it as I screw the cap on. It's gonna blink just one time a little bit. Yes, that shows you that the item can be used now, because that is also the lockout mode. If you want to storage the flashlight, it has a little bit of parasitic drain, of course, and you just turn it about a quarter, maybe a bit more, and then the flashlight will not turn on anymore. And again, as you gonna turn it on, screw it on, then the thing will blink. That's what it did. Now for the modes, really easy. You have two modes that you can select. This you can change by 4 times in a fast clicky mode. You click 4 times fast and then it changes. One mode is a ramping mode, so that you, as you turn it on, you can ramp down or you can ramp up all the way to the until it has a little blink there, and then it's fully on, and then you can turn it off, or you can just ramp down. That's what I prefer. But you can also, as I say, click 4 times and then you go into the different mode, and there you have then not the ramping, but the regular moonlight, 1 lumens, low 30, medium 320, high 1000, and the turbo and strobe has 2100. So there you just You just click as usually. You have the light on. You just click through the modes, and it gets into the different output. That is possible too with this light. I just like the ramping because there you can save on the battery life, because with the ramping you basically ramp it up as much as you need for the given situation to preserve the battery, and you're not gonna overuse the battery, because maybe the medium or high setting would be too much and you can't go lower. Maybe the medium would be not enough and you need something in between for use the flashlight in that situation, and for that you can ramp it up and down how you want. Really nice. Then of course we have as we push and press, we have where we have it, there it is. It's hard to see because it's daylight. If you press and hold, you have the 1 lumen, so quite likely the camera barely gonna see it, the difference between on and off, but 1 lumen is really nice. It just gives you with the ramping, of course, that you can adjust it to 5 lumen, to 8 lumen, 10 lumen, whatever you feel like in the moonlight, in the lowest setting. So that works really well there. And then of course we have the usual strobe. If you press it 3 times fast, you go directly into the strobe. The strobe is a blinking variety. It blinks a couple times in the same blinking, and then it switches to a different blinking mode, and then it goes back to the first blinking mode. So the strobe is pretty nice done too. I did not use it yet too much. There is so far we did not have any bears or anything coming around this summer, but it's for sure nice to have. There is no SOS on it. Pretty much that's it. The different on the different modes, and yeah. But with the ramping mode, I'm really happy how that works out. Now for the LED, the throwing, it's amazing how far that flashlight throws. You still have a bit of a side beam as well. So it's not only a spotlight, it is also a bit left and right of the beam, but of course the main focus is on throwing. So that light with that special lens and reflector outperforms many of my older flashlights with a way bigger head and a regular smooth reflector. So all in all, really nice compared, coupled with the bigger battery than 18650. It's nice in the hand, and not too big. If you put the clip on, you can still carry that nicely in the pocket. Just remember the lockout feature, that it won't turn on in your pocket. One thing more, as you turn it on, yes, it's a bit hard to see. The middle dot there does a green glow. So there you have the indicator too. If that goes to red and red blinking, that means you need to recharge the flashlight. And of course there then is the reverse. As that goes back on green, the battery is fully charged. So all in all, a great flashlight for the size and how far it throws. If you need a flashlight that is not too big and can throw quite some light on a further distance, that's for sure a model to consider. Sofirn, the brand I love for quite a long time now, because they offer a great quality for a great price. With many other brands, after they get a bit success and have established a name, they often or most of the time go up with the price a lot, and Sofirn did not do that yet at all. We also see that the packaging is more simple than say by competition, and that is really okay for me because the packaging is sturdy and most of us gonna use the flashlight and not the packaging. So all in all, the Sofirn brand for sure is something to look at, and I'm gonna test that new flashlight more this summer, and if something negative would pop up, then I'm gonna post that in the description or the comments as well. So that much about the Sofirn if22a flashlight.